for daily fantasy. His number too high, then I'm probably fading him. He been on the road, he gon' eat up my salary. I hit up by, he gon' lie before lock. Play back to back, then I probably won't pick on the DFS bachelor, good as it gets. Build a few liners and hit me a leg. He had a good game, but it might be a trick. Log in the Slack so I know who to pick. Sharing our liners, we all gon' get rich. New to this game, you should come to the pad. You might want some cash and get a good laugh. DFS sports, we gon' run up a bag. He heard every game and it's making me mad. You buying your lineups, I think you a cheater. DFS bachelor, he the new leader. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Bachelor Pad. I, of course, am your host of DFS Bachelor, and we're going to go over our Fanduel and Draftkings NBA simulation for, what is today? Thursday, March 26th. Sorry, I got to turn my gain up here a little bit. It's a 6-game slate for the main slate in the afternoon, in the evening, and then there's those 4 games early. Draftkings does a single game, yada, 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 all that stuff. So we're going to do our best to cover all of that. First things first, thank you. Cheers to you all. It's a coffee and Bailey's morning, of course, when we're all locked in our houses. I haven't worn fucking pants in a week, man. I haven't worn a pair of pants in a week, I swear to God. Only to go outside, I wear pajama pants because it's been snowing for it won't stop snowing here. It's just absolutely ridiculous. But thank you, seriously, for all your support. I really do appreciate it. Appreciate all the kind words, making me a part of your day. I hope you're all doing well, feeling safe. Hope, all of you who have family members who are sick right now going through that, kind words and thoughts and prayers and all that to everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. I know it's a crazy time in the world, man. It's just a crazy time in the world. So I hope you're all doing well, and I do appreciate you making me a part of your day. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the team. Be sure to hit subscribe down below, get access to all of our content. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section. And you qualify for our weekly $25 PayPal giveaway. We're doing that every Monday, although I did it on Tuesday this week. But typically it will be on Mondays. We give away $25. And I know it's not a ton, but, something to just try to, give something away, help, even if it helps a little. So that's our goal here. Now, the simulation sports, it's important to explain how this works. These are not actually simulated games. What they do is each player randomly draws a number based on how many games they've played, and whatever game they draw, they use the stats for that game. So what Draft Dashboard has done here, and you can get access to this tool by clicking the link, try it for $1 for 30 days. League of Legends, cheat sheets, etc. are out for it. What Draft Dashboard has done is give you all of their simulated scores and give you the percent chance you have of drawing a number in between certain point values. Very, very helpful. It is very helpful, very informative, and I think once NBA starts back up, God willing, I hope it does. I'm staying positive. We'll have a really good idea about what some of these players have been doing. Once you start memorizing all these logs and kind of tracking how that all goes down, it's very interesting. So like Damian Lillard, for example, you have a 48% chance of drawing between a 30 and a 45. You have a 34% chance of drawing between a 45 and a 60, and a 12% chance of drawing a 60 plus. So it kind of helps give you an idea who is a safer pick, kind of what odds you have of drawing a big number. Now, it doesn't always, mean it's going to work out. The other day, Luka Doncic drew a 2.2 for me. So thank you to the FanDuel random drawers for that. Like, fucking window lickers, man. That sucked. So that just kind of gives you an example. I always do an early top 5 or so at each position. So let's go over it, and then we'll switch to DraftKings, cover that single game, etc. So Damian Lillard, just for the 60-point upside. Now, like I said, he only has a 43% chance of getting a 5 times value draw at 10,200, but you do have that 60-point upside, so why the hell not? They're free, right? You're going to take a shot. Kyle Lowry, 60% chance at hitting 5 times value. You've got a 57% chance of him going between 30 and 45, an 82% chance that he goes over 30 at 7,700. I do like Kyle Lowry. Lonzo Ball, you have a 61% chance he gets at least 5 times value at 6,300. More importantly, a 59% chance he goes over 30, a 20% chance you get between 45 and 60. I think Lonzo Ball has a nice draw today. I mean, you just never know. I mean, there's the risk that he gets you have a 7% chance he gets you between 0 and 15. So there's still that possibility, but the odds are saying that won't happen. Elf Payton, 6K over here on FanDuel. You have a 54% chance of him going over 30, a 58% chance of him hitting value. I do like Elf Payton quite a bit. Derrick Rose is always a nice draw. He's got some big games, but he's also got some scary games. So there's a high risk, high reward there. He's sitting there at 6K. Reggie Jackson, he's been good to me in these. You got a 30% chance, a 34% chance that he goes over 30 at 4,500. I think that's certainly viable. Ish Smith, a 55% chance at hitting value. There's some value there. Tyus Jones, a 55% chance. So certainly some plays there at point guard. Let's go to shooting guard. Nothing better than looking up and watching your dog harf away on his nuts. In these times of quarantine, it'd probably be pretty awesome to be a dog, right? That's social distancing, Jamal Murray, when you can do it to yourself like my dog Barry there. That's social distancing. All right? Okay. Moving on. Bradley Beal, always for the upside, of course. You've got that 12% chance he gets over 60, a 44% chance he gets between 45 and 60. So there's always, Bradley Beal is always in play in these. Jrue Holiday, 60% chance he hits 5 times value today. You have a 72% chance of him going over 30, a 25% chance he goes over 45 at 7,800. I certainly like Jrue Holiday. Fred VanVleet, 63% chance of hitting 5 times value. You've got the 73% chance he goes over 30 at 7,200. I like Fred VanVleet as well. RJ Barrett, I haven't played him much, but his percentages are beginning to go up. You have a 57% chance that he goes over 5 times value. You've also got a 36% chance of him going over 30 at 5,100. I think that RJ Barrett is in a nice spot. I don't mind that draw at 5,100. Dylan Brooks at 4.7, I don't mind. He's got a wide range of outcomes there. You can get, you got a small chance he gets over 45. You've got the best odds for him are that he'll get between 15 and 30, but still a 26% chance he goes between 30 and 45 at 4,700. Josh Hart, 51% chance at hitting value. More importantly, a 30% chance he gets at least 30 at 4,500. He's certainly in play. Bruce Brown, Dante DiVincenzo, even Gary Harris has a chance of getting you a nice draw. So there are some value plays here at shooting guard as well. Let's go to small forward. At small forward, you got Giannis, of course. 60% chance at hitting 5 times value at 11.4. More importantly, you have an 84% chance he goes over 45 and a 31% chance he goes over 60. So you always have a chance at a great draw with Giannis. Brandon Ingram, one of the best hit percentages on the day. He has a 70% chance at hitting 5 times value. Now, that doesn't mean he can't burn you. We've seen it, especially when players, they like to draw these shitty random draws. But Brandon Ingram, I mean, you've got an 81% chance he goes over 30, a 70% chance he hits 5 times value. Brandon Ingram in a great spot. Tonight, Jaylen Brown, 63% chance at hitting 5 times value, 69% chance he goes over 30. Certainly like Jaylen Brown. Some value guys, OG Anunoby at 4.6. He's got a 56% hit percentage. You've got a 32% chance that he goes over 30. You've got a small chance he goes over 60, and a 6% chance he gets between 45 and 60. So I'll take the upside, cross my fingers, and see what happens. I certainly like him. Value guys, Troy Brown, Josh Jackson, Trevor Ariza, Rodney Hood, all in those high 50s, low 60% hit percentages. A guy like Rodney Hood I like because there's not a ton of game logs for him. If you don't know, for these sims, you have to have a minimum of 15 games played. He's very, very close to that threshold. What is he at? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. He's at like 22 games. So you can really start to kind of decipher him down. Now, they could draw the same game log twice in a row. It's certainly possible. But the numbers for that exponentially go down. It's a very high odds they'll do that. So, if you see him draw a 1 or a 7, which Rodney Hood could do, just kind of take mental note of that. I know I've been trying to log some of it, but it's more work than it's worth, obviously, for free rolls. But Rodney Hood certainly in play there. Kate's Beta Diop has a couple of big games and not a ton of game logs. So you've got a, high risk, high reward type deal with players like him as well. Kenrick Williams is interesting as well. Remember, he started out, had some big games. So you've got an 11% chance he goes over 30, but you've also got a 54% chance he gets you between 0 and 15. But, if you got an 11% shot at minimum salary, I might take a shot there. I don't know. Scared money don't make money, and when it's free, how can it be scared money, right? How can we play these scared? Just can't play these scared. Makes no sense. Power forward Kawhi Leonard, of course, with the upside. He's only got a 51% chance at hitting 5 times value, but you still have that 14% chance he goes over 60, so that's certainly in play. LaMarcus Aldridge, 60% chance at hitting 5 times value. You've got a 23% chance he goes over 45. You've got a 78% chance he goes over 30 at 7,300. I certainly will have exposure to LaMarcus Aldridge. Zion Williamson, 74% hit percentage at 6,600. It's been that way the entire time. Look, you're not getting any 60s. You could get a couple of 50s. He's got a couple of 50s on the year. Your biggest bet, you've got a 74% chance of him getting between 30 and 45. And at 6,600, you'll take it. If there were quote-unquote cash games for this, he would be a cash game play every time with that percentage, right? Jaren Jackson, 63% chance at hitting 5 times value. You've got a 47% chance he goes over 30. He's sitting at 5,900. I certainly can go to Jaren Jackson Jr. Blake Griffin is another one. We got a nice draw from him the other night as well. You're not going to get any 50s or 60s, but you could get a couple of 40s. He doesn't have a ton of game logs, and you have a 33% chance that he goes over 30 at 5,100. I think that's absolutely viable. Excuse me one second. That wasn't going to let me power through that one. I tried to. It wasn't going to happen. You get old, you get weak. It happens. Some value guys, under 5K here. Brandon Clark, a 62% chance at hitting value. Daniel Tice, a 60% chance at hitting value. Jeremy Grant, you have a 22% chance he goes over 30 at 4,100. I think Jeremy Grant's a solid value guy. That's really it for me. When you look down here, there's nothing else that really entices me all that much. You could try a dart throw on Nicola Melli. You got a 44% chance he hits 5 times value. You've got that 4% chance he gets you 30 or above. So if you want to take a dart throw there, I don't mind that either. You're kind of hoping he draws one of those earlier games in the year when Zion was out and he was getting a bunch of minutes off the bench for New Orleans. Let's go to center. Jokic, the upside. Now, he's only got a 44% chance at hitting 5 times value at 9,500. But you do have that 14% chance he'll go over 60. You've got a 89% chance of him going over 30. So he's not going to crush your lineup. Of course, a 30 is sort of devastating at 9,500, but I could go Jokic. Whiteside has big upside as well. He's got a 51% chance at hitting value, a 41% chance of going over 45 at 9,300. I like Hassan Whiteside quite a bit. Montrezl Harrell, 6,600. You've got a 56% chance he goes over 30, a 55% hit percentage. I do like Montrezl Harrell. Valanciunas has been okay for these so far. A guy like Marc Gasol, now look, he could totally shit all over your lineup, just absolutely Cleveland steamer the hell out of you. He could get you a 12, a 10, but he's also got a 53% chance at hitting 5 times value. He's got a 3% chance of getting between 45 and 60 and a 25% chance of going over 30 at 4,600. I think that's certainly viable in the early games as well. So for those of you who are using Draft Dashboard, I still have my player pool set every day. If you haven't tried it and you wish to do so, 30 days for $1, you have to use my link for my player pool. When you click that link, if you're looking for my player pool to sort of compare to yours, etc., click the watch players list over here on the left. That'll be the players that you're watching. Or from the home screen, you can find it in the drop-down arrows as well if you have on a smaller screen. Then you'll see a blue box that says Watch DFS Bachelor's Picks, and it'll have a timestamp when I have my when I last updated the player pool. Obviously, with no injuries and rest stuff to watch for with these simulated games, I'll have my player pools done earlier in the day. It'll typically be for 6 games, 45, 50. Players, just kind of depends, and that you'll see that timestamp there. You can use it in the lineup optimizer. We'll make a sample lineup here, just kind of an example. Jackson, Lowry, Holiday, Hart, Giannis, Anunoby, Griffin, Kawhi, Marc Gasol, kind of a scrubs and studs type deal. I don't mind that for tournaments at all, and considering that's all there is tournaments, I don't mind that one bit. Let's go to DraftKings, look at these single games. For the single games, of course, we know all of the usual suspects, right? And DraftKings and Fanduel are not using the same sim. So you could have a guy playing on both slates, you could have him draw 5 points on DraftKings and 55 on Fanduel or vice versa. So it's kind of tricky, that whole sort of situation. So, of course, we know Luka and Trae Young, Porzingis, Collins, Capella, all of these guys are in play. We already know that. What's more important is way down here in the value, who are the guys who are underpriced that we can get an advantage with? You got a guy like Damian Jones at 1,000. 72% chance he hits 5 times value. Plus, you got a shot, you've got a small shot that he gets you in the 30s. And look at all those 20s, low 20s, etc. At minimum salary, I think he's worth a look. Boban has a few big games. I don't think he's out of the question. Bruno Fernando's got some games in the 20s. He's not out of question. Willie Cauley-Stein at 1,200. You've got a 13% chance he goes over 30. You got a 93% chance of him getting at least 5 times value at 1,200. I mean, that's a lock for value plays right there. DeAndre Bembry is at 1,600. You've got a 7% chance he goes over 30. A 5% chance he goes over 45. A 74% chance he hits 5 times value. Certainly some value there. Dwight Powell at 2K. Like, you got a 15% shot he gets over 30. A 58% or 78% chance of him going over 5 times value. So those value plays are where I like to go in these single games. Check it out down there. And then I can load in. If I want to play a couple of them, I can load up and play Luka and Trae Young and Porzingis, and then go with some salary savers down here. Even DeAndre Hunter at 5,600 is pretty cheap. So some good options there in that early single game. When we go to the later single game, Toronto and the Clippers, we talked about Kawhi. Of course, he's got the upside. But again, let's go down and start looking at these value guys. Marc Gasol is at 2,400. You have a 78% chance of him hitting value. And again, a 31% chance on DraftKings that he goes over 30 at 2,400. It's almost a lock, right? Anyone else down here that tickles it? Patrick McCaw could get you some value. He's got a 60% chance at 1,400 there. Rodney McGruder has a few games in the 20s if you want to take a shot there. Chris Boucher at 2K. You've got that 11% chance he goes over 30, but you've also got a 52% chance he gets you between 0 and 15, but I think he could be a contrarian value type play as well. So that's our look at all the sims. Again, if you want to try this tool, click the link, try it for 30 days for $1. Don't forget to like the video, comment in the comment section, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all of that. I appreciate you guys making these sim videos a part of your day. I know it's not as exciting as playing for $100,000 every night, etc., but it is something to do while we sit around pantsless and think about what could be with sports. The League of Legends cheat sheets are always updated here on Draft Dashboard as well. I finally had my best night in that. I don't know shit about that, so good job by them getting that out there. Really helped me out last night. Again, I hope you're all well, safe for all your families, etc. May the fantasy gods be with you. Cheers. And we'll see you tomorrow. We're going to continue to do the videos, and I really do appreciate you all so much. Good luck tonight. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, folks.